Hi, everyone, and welcome to this special episode of the podcast. I am Nazrin, and I'm recording from third Shusha Global Media Forum. Actually, I'm very excited to talk about this topic because, as you know, today AI content and deepfakes are something we all need to pay attention to, not only journalists, but who follows the news. And today, my guest is Director General Federal News Agency, Elmir Huremovic. First of all, I want to say that thank you for accepting our invitation, and I'm very glad to have had a conversation with you.
Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure, really.
Thank you. And as you know, today we're going to talk about how AI affects the news and what can we do to make sure that we get the truth. At the beginnings of our podcast, I want to ask you that can you share your personal experiences when you faced AI content in your reporting, and what was your first reaction, and how did it affect your work then?
I'm the executive director at Federal News Agency in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We are a public institution. News agencies, their core business is to provide credible news to other media. So basically, we do not challenge the same. We do not share the same experience that other medias do. Taking, for example, we never take the content which is like viral from the social media. We rely on our sources. We deliver, we produce our video, our photos. Our journalists are on the field. And when it's not possible, we use credible sources like partner agencies and other medias that are like we trust. So, but it's always the same thing. Like you cannot put yourself in position not to trust anyone. You must draw the line. So, and mistakes are possible actually. Personally, in our agency, we do not face such a big problems with the artificial intelligence deepfake content because, professionals easily realize that something is not logical. And my advice is to young people all the time and all people is to, when you see anything which is like great, unbelievable, or in any way surprising, you must think again and check what is the source, how many sources are there. So news agencies are provider of the news for the media, and we are the like first step for in the chain on the in the news. We are the first one. So it's easy to make mistake. People make mistakes, and we use Gen AI to produce material sometimes when needed for infographics and so on, but not for the, we have our own photos and videos. I can talk about it forever, but if you have anything specific, please ask.
Thank you. And today it's very easy to change photos, videos, or even voices. How do you make sure that the information you report is true? And what steps do you take to check it?
I will refer to my first answer because, deep fake videos are produced by individuals or medias with purpose, maybe for fun sometimes, but with purpose. And news agency as a core business in the media, we produce our own content. And when we see something like that, we try to provide the public with correct information. Because when we see that something is going viral and it's not logical and it's not true, we do our best to make our news, our content as much as possible, because it's so danger, those contents, when they become viral and people are just easily stick to it, and it can be seen by thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in very short period of time. And that's the something that we are dealing, because we are not using it. We are not using our multimedia content, but having a responsibility as a public institution for the citizens. We are following all the news, even those who are kind of tricky to find out whether or not. And then we are going to get real sources like officials, credible other media, and to make sure that our content find the way to our customers.
This is very interesting answer, and this is very interesting question for me. What rules do you follow when you are working AI content or fake news? Do you use always same approach every time, or does it change depending on situation?
From the technical part of view, there are tools to check those kind of content which are suspect to be fake. Besides this logical one, experienced journalist must know that something, by default,
Yes.
any journalist, don't take things for granted. You're a young lady you're studying, but you know that it's a core principle. When you find something like that on the social media or even other medias, do I remember a couple of situations where some credible media in Bosnia, they're just in a hurry, like they do it, and they apologize to people afterwards. That it ruins the credibility of that media. So we basically are oriented to people that work in the agency, because it's very difficult. It's almost impossible to have deepfake video or deepfake photo in our services, because we actually don't use it. But I know a lot of companies that are facing that challenge. It is very, very challenging, really.
And my last question is what people can do to stop the spread of deepfakes or fake news.
People are people. We are just, our interests are unfortunately through the history oriented on the side that are not always positive. So if it's something interesting, we go for it. But when we talk about media with such a great influence on people conscious, that what can be done with some malicious, deep, fake news, it can produce wars. And when you see something like that, don't take it for granted. Just think twice and, say, okay, it's completely different than I ever heard of it, of that problem. How does it possible? What happened? And ask someone. Try to subscribe to relative, like for the, I don't know, in Azerbaijan, there are credible news, strongest news that, just news channels. You subscribe to this list, you go there to check it out. Don't trust it and don't share it, because people usually don't realize the power of that individual share. One, if you are my friend, when I see, by default I will do the same, and mathematically when it goes viral, it's very difficult to stop it and to explain. So my advice is not only for young people, for all people that are willing to listen. Just when you see something, photo, video, information, anything that looks like science fiction looks like fantasy, looks like something, hold on, don't share it, don't publish it if
Yes.
you are media, of course, and check it in whatever you can to do it in that moment, and probably you will need a couple of minutes to find out that this is something that probably is not true. And this is something that is really important for people to know, because we are not aware how we can be part of that bad thing
Yes.
in the media.
And I agree with you. Thank you, Mr. Elmir, for joining us and sharing your valuable insights. And thank you for listening to us. And I hope that I see you at the next Shusha Global Media Forum.